Hi, Enzo here, and welcome to Module 3 of our SenukeX SEO training. I would like to share with you what I have learned in the past few days of using SenukeX, so I will get straight to the point. If you're just a new user of SenukeX and you don't have any campaigns, no websites, and no wizard or no campaigns yet that you have been set up in SenukeX, you need to do accounts creation first. That is the first campaign that you have to set. Now, why do I need to create accounts creation? Now, if, for example, I have 10 websites, I will create all accounts for these 10 websites that I have. Okay. I will be creating, so let's say I have 3 websites that I would like to rank for, that I would like to increase their rankings in the search engines. I will create profiles first for each of these accounts. Now, I don't want to put anything else because I want my resources to focus now on creating accounts in the Web 2.0 properties, the article directories, the press releases, and etc. The reason that I want you to create your accounts first is because you need to allow several days for your accounts to age. The reason for doing that is you want your websites or your Web 2.0 sites to be away from the eyes of the site admins, because these site admins, especially WordPress.com, Therapad.com, Typepad.com, they are very keen to spam, and usually if they have found out that an account has been created within the next few hours or the next few minutes and a link has been posted immediately, they usually delete your account immediately. So what I would recommend is, just to be safe, on the first day after creating your accounts, if you have enough time, what you need to do is to log in manually to your Web 2.0 profiles that you have created, and then you need to actually put some pictures, complete your profile. The reason that you want to do that is you want to make your accounts genuine and would not look spammy, because the spammer would definitely create an account and then submit a blog or an article immediately after creating the account. And what happens is, after several minutes or several hours, you actually get your accounts deleted. And if your accounts are deleted in the Web 2.0 sites, your SENuke campaigns will never be effective. Okay, so this is what I would do if I'm a newbie. If you just have one website that you're trying to rank for, one project would definitely be okay. And then what I would like you to add if you're creating multiple accounts is you need to use the toolbox or the spinner. Now, the reason for using the toolbox or the spinner is, for example, after creating the account creation for project 1, what the toolbox or this will do is it will change your proxies. Remember that what I've told you before in my ebook, and what I have shown you in my ebook about how to make your accounts more effective and how to create more approved accounts. You need to use different proxies, preferably the proxies that are not provided by SenukeX. The reason for that is the premium proxies are being shared with thousands of SenukeX users. So if you're trying to create accounts in these premium proxies, most likely you will not be able to complete your profile. For example, in Blogger and in WordPress, wherein the IP address or the proxy address has already been banned. So my 2 suggestions would be to get a virtual private network. The link is below, wherein you can get it for less than $100 per year, and that's actually good. The servers are fast, and it's actually my preference for using my link building campaigns with SenukeX. The other option would be to use proxies. Now, the advantage of proxy is it will allow you to have different servers each time, so you can actually you can actually set it here. Change proxy. If you go here to the options and check on the proxy, you actually put your premium proxies here. If you have a username and your password, you put it there. So don't use the premium proxy provided by SenukeX, because definitely you will not get a huge percentage of success rates for the account creation. I would suggest use your own, and that's the primary advantage of using proxy. You can actually use the toolbox. But what if you're using the VPN? You need to set it to run at least, or to change the IP every 30 minutes to 1 hour, depending on how fast these accounts are created. So what happens is, after 30 minutes, your VPN will get another proxy, and then you'll get a new IP address for account creation project 2. And then after 30 minutes or 1 hour again, your VPN will get another proxy address, or sorry, an IP address. And so your account creation project 3 will have a different set of IP address. Now this is very important, as I have told you before, because if you're creating accounts on the same IP over and over again, what will happen is you'll get a very low success account rates, and of course your SenukeX campaigns will not be very effective. Now, don't use your own IP address. I know it's fast, I know you get a lot of accounts created, but the minute your IP address have been permanently banned by the Web 2.0 sites, you can even log in to their accounts, or all the accounts that you create using that IP address will immediately be deleted. One of the examples that notoriously bans the IP is WordPress.com, hubpages.com, and there are a few other article directories and press release websites that ban your IP address as soon as they get a spam. So the best way and the safest way is to definitely use a VPN or a proxy. Now let's go to the account creation project. Now, many of you use the default here, but I'm a little bit obsessive compulsive, wherein I would like my campaigns to be organized. The main reason is because definitely if you want to trace your steps, or if you want to check what works or what doesn't work, it allows me to work faster, because I can immediately identify which campaign did I use. Now, because if you create an account here, okay, you will notice that it all defaults to new account creation, new project creation. So what I would suggest here per project is you rename that as your domain. So for example, I'm going to link build, or I'm going to create an SENuke account for my enzoewens.com. So accounts, okay, so this will be my account creation for my Enzo Ewens. So another one would be my SenukeX SEO training. Okay, I usually just put the exact domain, because if you have hundreds of domains or tens of domains, it definitely is much easier than just putting a short code like weight loss or SEO. What if you have several SEO websites? So this for me just works faster. So let's just put another one. Okay, let's say I want to link build SENuke.com. Okay, of course I won't be doing that. Okay, if you want to rename this also, okay, Enzo Ewens. Okay, okay, yes. Okay, and then SEO. Okay, now why did I rename this? This is the reason why I would like you to rename that. When you click on the Enzo Ewens account, for example, if you want accounts to be created, you will be okay, I'll just slide this video here. You will be directed to this portion, wherein this is the account creation project module. What you need to do here is to click generate random profile, just one click, and then click on the preferred, of course, is to download pre-created Hotmail. Okay, that would be my preferred. So let's download it for a while. And as you can see, SENuke is already working in the background. Okay, A Windows Live account is being created automatically, and I am using an IP address, a different or a proxy. Okay. Okay, as soon as it turns light blue, it means that it is already completed. So all you need to do is just click X so that you'll go to the back window. Okay, now here is how my methods of using SenukeX differ. Many people use the default one name, one first name, one last name. Okay, remember that SenukeX, the effectivity of SenukeX is based on making your Web 2.0 submissions as random as much as possible. Period. So instead of me creating a project profile per person, I'm going to create a project profile per group. Okay? So for example, this would be my Enzo Ewan's Group A accounts, wherein what I would be doing is I will be using different names of people here. Okay? So let's say, okay, Patton. I'll just click and copy if I don't have a name. Okay. Okay. Copy, Control X. Okay. I usually go after 10 account creations. Five, 6. Okay. Okay. Okay, now have 7. I know this is much work than what you have seen in the training videos given by SENuke, but I can assure you that this will be more effective than those other trainings. The reason is you actually create more random profiles for your SenukeX campaign, and this is the reason my campaigns don't leave a lot of footprint, because I want to make sure that this is very random. Okay, I create randomness as much as possible, of course depending on the time that I have. Okay. Okay. Okay, I just put this first in my notepad just to make sure that I don't delete it. Okay. Okay. Nice. And then I get another set. Now this is for my surname. Please don't forget the pipe. If you created the wrong syntax of pipes here, what will happen is you will have an error in your account creation. So I would suggest that you double check this for actually creating the correct profiles. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 4 more. Okay, and then last one, last batch. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now I'll just copy. Okay. So now instead of just creating one name per profile, I'm actually creating several names for each profile. Okay, also the username. Don't use the default one set of username. You can use these two. Okay, but of course you need to put a number. So instead of just putting, for example, 2 numbers, what I do is I also spin the numbers. Okay. this will, every time I create a new username, it will be unique, of course, to my campaign. Okay. Okay, this one. And okay, perfect. So the password, okay, if you're also willing to rotate the password, but it doesn't matter. Now, maybe many people are, oh, it will leave a footprint. I don't think so, because the footprint would be based on the IP address and on the content that you're trying to put. Now, because you're trying to randomize the usernames and the first name, that would be enough. Now, don't worry about the email address, because the email address is at the back end of the Web 2.0 site, so it doesn't get indexed, it doesn't get checked by the search engine. So my bet is, and my guess is, that first name randomness and last name making it random together with the username would be sufficient to create an account profile that is not detectable by the search engines. So next thing is, of course, you have to rename your profile. Okay, you will see that the default would have a garbled profile like this one, but I would rename that to, of course, number one, my identifier. So what's the website that I'm going to link for this one? enzoevents.com. And as I have said to you before, I would like to group them to group A01. Okay, so for example, I'll explain later why I group them as group A01 and why is there a letter A and why is there a letter B. But basically, group A is like a set of people talking about your website in a particular area. So group A would definitely be a set of people, for example, in the US, wherein they're talking about your website, and 01 would be the first set of people in that area. Group A group A2 would definitely be another people or another set of people from the US, and they're talking about also your website, but they're from a different location in the US. Now, group B would definitely be another set of people, but preferably maybe in a different country this time. Okay, so I'll be explaining later on our linking strategy why I am grouping my profile as such, but I'm sure that this will be big eye-opener when I share to you my linking strategy. So just click on the save profile here, and then you all have check everything if everything is okay, the username, the password. So next thing that you need to do is to simply click on the choices or the sites that you would like to be created on. Now, if you're just doing a simple campaign, okay, I would just click on my social networking sites. This is a must. The article directory sites, okay, the RSS sites, the social bookmark sites, okay, and the press release sites. Now, if you're doing the social bookmark sites separately, which I would be recommending you to do, okay, uncheck this one. But if you want to create all of these websites using this profile, this group, then create it. But I would suggest that you don't create your social bookmarks on the same group that you're trying to create your social network sites. Okay, we're going to create a separate campaign for that, which I am going to show you later on. Okay, so I usually create on this one, if I'm going to use video, select all video sites. Okay, I usually don't use the web profile sites, basically because I find that the web profile sites usually are getting deleted as soon as possible, and I don't want to wait the waste captcha for websites that are getting deleted. That is also why I don't use the forum profile module of SenukeX today, and in my SenukeX SEO training. Okay, so if you have a video, click on this one. If you have not, if you don't have any video, just remove this. Okay, now click on the start button if you only have one website. but click on the schedule. This is important if you have several account creations for a particular day or for your first campaign. So for example, you have 10 account creations. Don't click on the start button because we are going to set this to run automatically so that you can now rest after and let SENukeX do its job, which basically is the biggest advantage for using SenukeX, allowing it to allowing yourself to schedule what SEnuke runs for the entire day or maybe for the entire week, and for you to leave your computer completely so that you can do other things, and of course to have more time for your family or for friends or for whatever that you would like to do for in your life. Okay, so I want you to schedule this if you want to create several accounts for your first day. But if you have only one account, just click on the start button so that it will create accounts immediately. So I usually schedule it after 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour. Okay, so for this time I'll just schedule it for 30 minutes. Start after this project. Don't click on that. I want to use the time. Don't spread the submission because we want the accounts, all of the accounts created immediately. And after clicking on the save button, click on the X button, and you will be shown your options or your view wherein you will see EnzoEvents.com accounts will be created scheduled on today at 10 p.m. and the next one would be okay, this will be on 10 p.m. so it's just 9:25. So after 35 minutes, SenukeX will create all of these accounts. Okay, so see you in the next video, and I will show you the preparation, how to organize other profiles here for SenukeX.